Greenville's American Legion Post 3 will field a senior league baseball team this summer for the first time in 4 years. And we are joined by Mr. Baseball himself, Brian Remsburg. You have seen this man out at all the GLL events for how many years now?
14 years straight. So
I mean, it is amazing. So tell us about American Legion Baseball and kind of how it got started in our area.
So American Legion Baseball, we're actually celebrating the 100th year.
Wow.
It started in 1925 in South Dakota. Believe it or not, 87 people that have played American Legion Baseball have gone on to the Hall of Fame.
Okay, that's cool.
We're really excited to bring back the Greenville Post this year. Post 3, you all know it if you're in Greenville, just down here on the right on Main Street. They have not had a team in 4 years, and so I reached out in October, got in touch with the Post commander. His name's Kirk. He's a huge baseball guy. And I said, what do we need to do to bring this back? So I actually went to a meeting in January and presented how we would go about it, and the Post's been super, super supportive. And we're getting started. We played a game last week in Greer, and tonight's our home opener out at Furman.
This is going to be so cool, and anyone can come out and support.
Absolutely. $5 tickets.
Oh my gosh, you can't.
Yeah, $20 for the whole family. You know, playing travel baseball.
Yeah,
that's
a deal.
Right?
That's a bargain. It's usually $20 a person.
Exactly. So, you know, we're really excited to get started. It's been a process, but, you know, we were talking earlier, we've got 6 schools that we get to recruit out of.
Okay.
And so that's JL Greenville High, St. Joe's, Christ Church, Southside, and also Carolina Academy.
I was saying, I know a real good pitcher out of St. Joe's.
Yeah, we've got a couple of those guys. And so, yeah, it's been really fun to go out and recruit and teach these kids about American Legion Baseball. I played, gosh, it's almost 30 years ago now in the Detroit area, and it's one of my fondest memories.
Yeah.
I've been in love with baseball since age 6, and it's fun to talk to other guys in the area that are, you know, have made a profession in baseball, and they will tell you that this is probably some of the best times of their life in baseball. It's just a really pure experience.
It's so cool because, you know, we get spoiled growing up with GLL, and you just think, oh, you've got all these years to go.
Yeah.
And then you start to get older, and you're like, how much more baseball do I have? So who fields is it all high school kids?
Yeah, so our team is seniors, and so that means up to age 19.
Okay.
And so what it really is it's a high school all-star team made up of the best players of the schools I mentioned earlier. You can actually also have kids that are up to their freshman year as long as they don't turn 20 until August.
Okay.
And so it's very high-level baseball. It's a lot of fun. So if you've seen high school, you've seen the drive, somewhere in between that.
Right in between. And there's a connection, too, with Ingalls Market that we absolutely love. Ingalls Market.
Gosh.
What's that connection?
Yeah, Mel and the team have been great to work with. They're actually sponsoring us. We're playing our home games out at Furman.
Okay.
You know, they lost their program a few years ago, but the team out there's really kept the field up, and it's a really cool place to be able to go and play.
Yeah.
Some posts have their own fields. Shout out to Greer just up the road. Their Post baseball field is right next to the Post, which is cool.
Now that's cool.
Yeah, so for us, you know, we could have played at one of the local high school fields, but Ingalls was great enough to step up and sponsor the opportunity to play at Furman's great. So
I love this because Mel loves anything sports. She just has to say to Mel, she's like, we're in it.
They're all in, and they've been great to work with. You know, partners right there. They're partners with the Post, big sports American Legion. So.
Okay, so we're going to be playing tonight, 7 o'clock. I love the Greenville Warbirds.
I got a hat for you, Megan. I thought, you know, your son, maybe he'll be playing with us in a few years.
I'm going to show this to Griffin and be like, this is the goals. You know, you put them on the mirror and say, this is what we want to happen. So listen, if you are, you know, around the age of where this is, how can they maybe start being like, Coach, come look at me?
Yeah. So what I would say is you have to sign up to try out.
Okay.
And so the tryouts are generally in May, and we start right away.
Yeah.
We actually didn't even get to have a practice before our first game.
Oh, wow.
Because of the rain. And
Thank you, Mother Nature. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some of our teams, they went a long ways in the playoffs, specifically St. Joe's.
Right.
They got to almost the Final Four.
Yeah.
And so they played a playoff game. These kids tried out, and we're ready to start. And so in the spring, keep an eye out. We've got a nice Facebook page. There's a great website that has information on all 28 teams in the state. South Carolina, just Google South Carolina American Legion Baseball. You can follow the standings, the stats, everything is there. So, yeah, and you know, the high school coaches, they've been super supportive, telling their guys, hey, this is a good opportunity to go out and play some high-level baseball.
To do it.
Yeah, and Megan, I want to tell you.
Yeah.
It only costs these kids $100 to play.
Oh, that is so affordable. Y'all know how much it is. Sometimes just for tryouts alone, you're paying that.
And that's because the Post is so supportive.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most exciting thing for me. These kids are going to see the veterans out there supporting them, and they really, they adopt these kids for these 2 months. So come on out and see us at Furman. June and July, hopefully we make a run. One other quick plug, just up the road, the World Series is actually held in Shelby, North Carolina.
Okay.
And so 2 teams in the history of South Carolina have won that all. One was, I think it was 1936 Spartanburg, and then Chapin Newberry just won it back in 15. So you never know, dream big. We're a little bit young this year, but hopefully we're building for the future. We'll see what happens.
Hey, I got my hat. I am full support. I told you this man was passionate about baseball. Thank you for bringing it back.
Thanks for having us.
Very cool. So fun. Go out and support them tonight, 7 o'clock.